This is the third video in our 7-part series where we dig deeper into your go-to-market stack. Today, we are building your revenue tech fortress, the integrated system that turns your tools from expensive chaos into a revenue generating machine. Let's make your tools work for you, not the other way around. So let's automate, integrate, and get started. So why do systems matter so much in revenue operations? First, systems enable automation of repeatable tasks. Think about all the manual work that your team does every day. Data entry, lead assignment, follow-up reminders, meeting scheduling. Every minute spent on this is a minute not spent with customers. The right systems automate these repeatable tasks, freeing your team to focus on strategic, high-value activities. For example, automatic lead routing versus manual assignment saves 2 to 3 hours per day for a sales manager. That's about 15 hours per week that they can spend coaching instead of administrating. Second, systems create a single source of truth across teams. When marketing is looking at one dashboard and sales is looking at another, and the customer success has their own spreadsheet, nobody trusts data. Systems that integrate properly ensure everyone is working from the same information. Third, systems provide real-time visibility into your revenue metrics. Instead of waiting till end of the quarter to know if you're going to hit your numbers, the right systems tell you in real time where you stand today, this week, this month, and so on and so forth. Fourth, systems help you scale operations without scaling headcount proportionally. I mean, I've said this with process, and I'll say this with systems as well. With the right technology, you can double down your revenue without doubling your team size. That's the power of leverage. And finally, systems drive data consistency and accuracy. When systems enforce data standards, you don't have to rely on humans to remember all the rules. The technology ensures quality. But here's the critical insight. Systems amplify your processes, whether they are good or bad. That's where in the last video, when we talked about process design, I talked about automating broken processes is just a faster way to do the wrong thing. So when you combine great processes with great systems, that's when magic happens. So what systems do you actually need? Let's talk about the critical go-to-market systems that power your revenue. First, your CRM. Whether it's HubSpot or any other platform, this is your system of record. This is where all customer and prospect data lives. This is non-negotiable. If you don't have a solid CRM foundation, well, nothing else matters. Second, marketing automation platforms like HubSpot Marketing. These systems generate leads, nurture them, and qualify them before they ever reach sales. They're essential for scaling your demand generation. Third, sales engagement platforms like the AI-enabled HubSpot prospecting workspace. These help your reps execute outbound and follow up systematically. Instead of reps managing their own spreadsheets, they can now have a platform that guides their daily activities. Fourth, customer support and success platforms like the HubSpot Service Hub. They manage your customer health scores, renewals, and expansion opportunities. They ensure that you're not just closing deals, but keeping and growing them. And fifth, revenue intelligence platforms like the HubSpot Data Hub. They provide AI powered forecasting, deal insights, and conversation intelligence. They take your CRM and data and turn it into actionable insights. And finally, some integration platforms like, again, the HubSpot Data Hub or any other platform. This is the glue that connects everything together. Without integration, all you have is a collection of isolated tools. Now, you don't need all of these on day one. No. Prioritize based on your process gaps and where you'll get the most value. Here's the key principle: quality over quantity. It's better to have 5 very well integrated tools than 20 disconnected ones. Now, let's talk about how to actually implement systems successfully, because this is where most companies struggle. First principle: start with process and then choose your systems to support it. This is the most common mistake that I constantly see. Companies end up buying tools first and then figure out how to use them. Always work backwards from your process needs. Second, prioritize your integration over features. A tool with 100 features that does not integrate with your CRM creates yet another data silo. A tool with 50 features that integrates seamlessly offers far more value. Third, plan for change management and training, which is very essential. Here's a sobering stat: 50% of system implementations fail not because of bad technology, but because of poor adoption. Your team needs to understand why the new system matters, how to use it effectively. Budget 20 to 30% of your implementation cost for ongoing training. Fourth, establish data governance from day one. Define your data standards, build a data Bible, define ownership and hygiene rules upfront. This includes things like field naming conventions, essential fields, data validation rules, etc. If you don't do this early, you'll constantly be cleaning up messy data forever. And finally, measure adoption and ROI for your tech stack and optimize quarterly. Track metrics like percentage of reps logging activities, data quality scores, usage rates, etc. Measure the impact, the time saved, the deals accelerated, the forecast accuracy improved. Then, every quarter, review what's working and what's not, and optimize continuously. Here's a pro tip: assign a system owner for each major platform who's accountable for adoption, training, and optimization. Here's one thing I want you to do this week. Number one, audit your current tools and identify redundancies. List every tool in your GTM that your GTM teams use. Document usage, cost, and overlap in features. I'll guarantee you'll be surprised by what you find. Most companies discover they're paying for three tools that nearly do the same thing. Action number two, map the integration gaps between your systems. Draw a diagram of your major systems where data flows between them. This identifies where it does not flow. Those are the gaps where deals and customers fall through the cracks. Action number three, create a 90-day systems optimization plan. Pick your top three priorities for the next quarter. Maybe it's integrating your CRM, marketing automation, or something else. Maybe it's implementing sales engagement. Maybe it's consolidating redundant tools. Don't try to do everything at once and boil the ocean. Focus on changes that will have the biggest impact. Here's the thing: your quick wins are usually in integration and consolidation, not in buying more tools. In our next video, we are going to dive into data, how you build your data architecture that drives better decisions. Because great systems and great processes are only valuable if you have great data flowing through them. So stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching. And before you go, hit that like button, drop a comment with the biggest pain point for help from me and Team Evenbound. I'm Shashank Palli, and this video was brought to you by Evenbound. You can reach out to me and Team Evenbound at evenbound.com. Thank you.